Today, I'd like to shed a little bit of light on blaming. There's a lot of blaming going on, and kids blaming somebody else for their behavior. It seems like kind of a societal thing, but let's stick to what we want to do with our kids. So we're blaming somebody else for our behavior, which is really an exercise in avoiding responsibility. When you blame somebody else, you're just not being responsible. So first of all, make sure we're teaching those kids what responsibility looks like, sounds like, and feels like, so that we can say to them, let's get back to you being responsible for you. One of the techniques that I've used that I've had success with is when I'm working with a child or even the child's parent is to sit down and have a conversation about what they did and keep it in that lane, keep it in their lane. So when they say, but he looked at me, he called me a name, or she actually took my paper and ripped it up and threw it in the garbage right in front of me. And then you push them to the ground. And so they'll keep saying, but she took my paper and ripped it up right in front of me. And then I go back and say, we're here to talk about you pushing someone to the ground. And I stay there in an effort to get them to really start to think about what they did in response. So technically they reacted to the behavior of somebody else. And that reaction is to blame and kind of get them off the hook of not taking responsibility. So if you can keep them in their lane by just reminding them, we're here because we're talking about what you did and this is what happened. We'll deal with any of the teaching components and responsibility, how kids can respond to when they don't like what has happened to them, but really get them to a place where they can take ownership of their own behavior.